Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now. That's probably how you look when Facebook makes a change, because it could be frustrating if you were used to something happening this way and suddenly it shifts to that way, and you can't figure out, well, why is Facebook doing it that way, because it worked just fine this way. Well, maybe it didn't work fine, maybe you thought it worked fine, and maybe you worked around the ways to make it work fine for you. You probably have a few frustrations with Facebook, but that doesn't mean that you should quit. I mean, come on, even those who threaten to quit never actually do, or inevitably they come back, so that's an empty threat. Just like people who threaten to unsubscribe. They never do. So, how to solve your Facebook frustrations? We've actually found a few of your top frustrations by asking you what are you frustrated with most in Facebook, and have compiled them, the problems and the solutions, in an article on lockergnome.com as linked in the description. In fact, you can feel free to like it on Facebook. We have the buttons right there on the site, and you can also +1 it. The first people to +1 it were Amanda Shaw, Jennifer T, Sean Jordan, Skylar Johnson, and Stacey Ferris. I'm going to go ahead and +1 it as well. I hope you do too. I mean, Facebook's not going away, at least not anytime soon. They're not like any other company on the planet either. I mean, they just really only care about Facebook. So when they make a change, they're sticking with it. I mean, you may push back, on the timeline, but there are ways to get around the frustrations with the timeline. There's ways to get around the frustrations with games and apps. There are ways to get around frustrations with ticker and chat. Did you know you can turn all that off? You can go back to a classic like Facebook experience. They move stuff around all the time, and theoretically, it's making it easier for people to use. In terms of Micaiah has never had a Facebook. You're the first person I think that's the first person I've met that did not have a Facebook. People on Facebook are my Facebook frustration, says Wes. Ain't that the truth? I had to, one of my frustrations, just to tell you, I have frustrations too with Facebook. People would message me, even though I tell you, my email address is chris@perillo.com. I'm not a stranger, to anybody. And I give that to everybody. Well, you can message me on Facebook. Up until yesterday, I wasn't getting notified on all these messages that were coming into Facebook, and they were coming in from everybody, possibly you, and I didn't see them, and by the time I looked, I had like 1,000 messages, and they're all asking questions. Like, I can't go through all this. It's a pain. So I had to turn off messaging for people who were not connected with me directly, and you can granularly control that in your privacy settings. Your privacy settings on Facebook are probably settings that you should look at on a very regular basis, because they do change things up. So my frustration was that too many people were trying to email me through Facebook, and stop emailing me through Facebook. Just email me directly. I don't need to use Facebook for email, because I can't manage it. And I still want to be open for everybody, but I had to take the extra step to make it more convenient for me. And Facebook at least gave me that opportunity. Other Facebook frustrations that I might have that I've effectively solved, turning off notifications for games or applications. And that we outlined exactly how to do that. If you're tired of getting invites for certain games, you can block them outright. In fact, I would recommend going through and doing an audit on your account to see which games and applications have access to your account. Clean out your account settings. People, you've probably added different apps over time, and you forget why you've added those apps. You don't use those apps regularly, and you can, in your security settings, go through and do an audit. In fact, there is a website, and maybe the Nomies here behind me, those who have registered on nomies.com can remember there's I think it's a .org website, I think it's Clean Your Accounts. Give me a second. I want to see if I can find this. No, that's not it. There's a website out there. Now I wish I could remember what it is, but you go there and it connects you directly to your Facebook account, where you can clean up apps that you've given permission to. You can clean up your Twitter account with apps that you've given permission to. You can clean up every single account that authenticates to other accounts, just to remove any settings that you may not be using anymore and that may be screwing up the entire experience. So I apologize, I cannot remember the name of this resource right now. If I can think about it, or I will think about it, but if I do remember it, I'll be sure to update the link in the video's description, as well as posting the link on the article that we've linked in the description right now. So have no fear, my memory will come back, and it's failing me at the moment. And hopefully you will get something out of solving your Facebook frustrations. I'm just frustrated that I can't remember this website that makes it easier to click off to the different places. Oh well, can't have it all.